Hey, you. What the fuck is this?
The fuck is what?
This!
This is a movie about love, loss, revenge, but most importantly, it's a movie about forgiveness, about letting go of anger, and how that forgiveness changes the world for the better, even if it doesn't seem like it at first. Today, we're diving into 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, and the life-changing lesson it teaches us. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is a story about a mother and her billboards. 7 months after the brutal rape and murder of her daughter, Mildred Hayes rents 3 billboards to antagonize the local police. The investigation is going nowhere, and she is determined to reignite the case at all costs. With her billboards, she personally calls out Chief Willoughby, the town's well-respected and terminally ill police chief. In doing so, she turns the entire town against her, especially Dixon, Willoughby's volatile right-hand man. What unfolds next is a cycle of revenge, violence, and surprisingly, growth. By the end, a disfigured Dixon has undergone a remarkable transformation and is now trying his best to bring the killers to justice. But when the prime suspect is cleared,
he wasn't a guy. Whatever he did, he didn't do around here.
Where does he live?
the film ends with him and Mildred setting off, seemingly to take matters into their own hands. On the surface, this movie seems to be a bleak tragedy with occasional sprinkles of dark humor inside. And it could have been just that. But 3 pivotal scenes elevate the story to something much more. This...
The joke is on you, Mildred. Ha ha. And I hope they do not kill you.
This...
Stop fucking crying, goddamn it.
And this.
Well, who the hell else would...
These scenes show us what true forgiveness is all about, and how it changes a person and the world for the better. After Willoughby takes his life, Mildred receives his final letter. In it, Willoughby tells her,
Firstly, I wanted to apologize for dying without catching your daughter's killer. It's a source of great pain to me, and it would break my heart to think you thought I didn't care, because I did care. There are just some cases where you never catch a break.
And knowing the entire town will think her billboards contributed to his death,
For Willoughby's countermove, I decided to pay the next month's rent on him. I thought it'd be funny, you having to defend him a whole nother month after they've stuck me in the ground. The joke is on you, Mildred. Ha ha. And I hope they do not kill you.
throughout the film, we see how Mildred's relentless pursuit of justice is turning into a quest for revenge, and how vindictive she's become. It was unfair for her to call Willoughby out like that. He tried his best to find the killer, but it just wasn't meant to be. And as Willoughby tries to make her understand that the billboards will do nothing but turn the town against her,
I'm dying.
I know it.
And you still put up those billboards?
Well, they wouldn't be as effective after you croak, right?
he sees that it doesn't matter to her anymore. Using the billboards, Mildred publicly blamed Willoughby for a failure that still pains him deeply, not even letting him spend his final days on Earth in peace. And for a while, he's sucked into the cycle of anger and resentment himself.
Do you really want to fuck with the Ebbing Police Department, Red?
Do ya?
Yet, in the end, when it really mattered, he used his final words to apologize to her. And by paying for her billboards, he shows that he understands her pain and forgives her, even if Mildred may never forgive him in return. As Mildred burns down the police station, Dixon is inadvertently caught in the flames. Badly burned, he is hauled off to the hospital where, by cruel irony, he meets Red Willoughby in the same ward, still healing from the brutal beatdown that he himself gave just days before. As he recognizes Red, a wave of remorse washes over him.
Don't cry. You'll be okay.
I'm sorry, Willoughby.
Red's reaction shifts from confusion to horror as he realizes who it is.
Sorry for what?
Throwing you out the window.
And we see him engulfed in anger.
I'm sorry, man.
I don't care. Stop fucking crying, goddamn it.
And as we hear him pour a glass of orange juice, For a brief moment, we're filled with dread at the thought of him pouring it over Dixon's raw bandaged burns. But one gesture shows us, Red is a much better man than we could have ever imagined. Dixon doesn't deserve this forgiveness, not a single bit. However, Red knows something very profound about forgiveness. It's not about what the other person deserves. It's about breaking the cycle of anger and revenge. And with his simple gesture with the orange juice, his forgiveness becomes the catalyst for Dixon's transformation, whether he realizes it or not. The final most important scene is fittingly the final scene of the movie. After his disfigurement, Dixon has managed to find a man who seems to be the killer.
Was she hot? Once the gasoline kicked in, she was hot.
He secures the suspect's DNA painstakingly so, and shares his discovery with Mildred. But when the results come back, we see that he wasn't the culprit. And as the disappointment washes over both of them, they decide to take matters into their own hands.
I'm driving to Idaho in the morning.
Want some company?
Sure.
As Mildred and Dixon take off to kill the alleged rapist, she finally confesses to what she did to him.
Hey, Dixon.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. It was me that burned down the police station.
All throughout, we see Dixon try his very best to help Mildred. He saves her daughter's case file from the burning building. He gets beat up acquiring the suspect's DNA. All this for the person who burned and disfigured him. And we see the look of trepidation on Mildred's face as she wonders how he'll react to learning she was the one who caused him so much pain. Yet, Dixon's response,
Why, who the hell else would have been?
shows us that he knew all along, and he doesn't care. He's let go of his anger, just like how Willoughby wanted him to, just like Red had done before him. And by his words, Mildred too realizes,
Dixon,
Yep.
are you sure about this?
their quest for revenge may not be as straightforward as it seemed.
Not really. You?
Not really. I guess we can decide along the way.
There are countless other films about how revenge begets revenge, how a circle of violence only brings more pain and suffering. But we don't often witness the opposite, how a single act of forgiveness can start an entirely different cycle, one of love and healing. Red forgives Dixon for no reason. He has every right to hate him, yet he doesn't. And that forgiveness changes Dixon forever. Mildred too is led on a path of forgiveness, although it does take her a while to get there. And with Dixon's final words, she finally realizes what it all meant. In the end, that's what the movie was all about. So often in life, we see the same vindictive cycle, hate perpetuating hate. And it may seem easy to continue on hating, feel righteous even. But in the end, in the words of a 19-year-old simpleton,
Did you really tell him anger begets greater anger?
Oh, yes.
only through forgiveness can we truly move forward towards a better life and a better world. Thank you for watching, and thank you to every single one of my 4,794 subscribers. I love you all, and I hope you have a great day. That is it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.